What's up, everyone? Give me 1 second here. Getting stuff plugged in. All right. We're just doing a little light cleanup, and then I've got a project to work on today. How's everyone doing? Talking to myself. I'll leave this out because I'm going to sharpen gouges today. I'm going to do a lot today. I got a lot of shit I need to get caught up on. Number one is cleaning up this shop. Putting stuff where it belongs so I can actually find it. Yeah, clean up that mountain of scrap over there too. Put all the stuff I need for the lathe up in the lathe. So the only stuff I'm leaving out is the sharpening stuff. Don't worry, be happy. There we go. I need to clear this off so I can put a trash bag out. There we go. What's up, Brian? That's right where I'm at. I have to clean up. I've made such a mess lately. Just feel like a barbarian. I've just got shit everywhere. You were there last night when I lost the pen blank for like 20 minutes. Oh, I gotta clean. And then I got a project to do. I'm probably literally going to, instead of putting a trash bag in this, because I haven't had a fire in a while to burn through that, probably just fill that up so I can get all that junk off of the workbench. And put all my pen blanks where I can find them. This one's going to get turned tonight. We got a, you can see the grain there. It's pretty cool. This is some spalted tamarind dyed blue or purple. And I want to do one of these. I thought I had fixed the pen, but it turns out you cannot do those without drilling a hole and using that to push. So like I should have used one of these like scrap blanks that cracked or something and put it over the end and use that to push on that. I'm working on it, John. How are you doing, buddy? Good to see you. You working today, John? Or are you a free man? Heck yeah, dude. How do I do this? I haven't done much of this, but I'm going to attempt to post your link. Do I got to go to your channel and then copy it? I don't know how to do that. But if you guys are watching, go subscribe to Palladium and check out his video. And we even got a mess over here by the lathe. There's just shit everywhere. I haven't swept in probably a month. What's up, Rick? I'll be doing another trellis, but this one's going to have 2 mirrors behind it. I severely misunderstood what the lady who ordered it wanted. So the start of the first one did not work out. So I've got to start over, but that's all right. It was on me. I should have read better. Let's see. First things first. Let's clear this off, like I said, so I actually can throw rather than just having piles of it everywhere and having to go out to the dumpster every 5 seconds. How are you doing today, Rick? But I did go by Woodcraft and I picked up a new kit for that. So once I get this project done, I've been driving Sylvia nuts. I need to get this one done. Once this is done, then I'll go back. I'll finish up that pen and go from there. So we'll just take it apart and put the new rear mechanism on it. Because when I went to push it apart the first time, it popped the mechanism back up a little bit. And for maybe 15, 20 clicks, it worked just fine. But then after that, it just kind of went back where it was sticking out about that far. Did you guys get to see Sylvia's wood burning? I got spray paint art. This turned out pretty cool. Maybe make like a little frame for that so we can hang it. Some Rubio. I don't think I've ever used that. Stick her wood burner back here for now. Hopefully it doesn't turn into like last night when forever I could not find those. That was driving me nuts. What are you building a shelf for? I don't know why, but building specifically, so there's a shelf that Sylvia wants me to make that I need to do. But for some reason, building rustic intimidates me a little bit for some reason. So I'm afraid to, I don't know what it is about it. If it's, I guess I like a clear direction, and that's kind of an open-ended thing. And so like, yeah, I hit it with a hammer, but where? That's just the way my brain works. So I need to get past that and learn to do that. It shouldn't be hard because, like I said, it's not like a clear cut and dry thing. You just make it the way you make it. And that's what makes it what it is. It's just this random conglomerate of distressing. My brain struggles with that anyway. I guess is the gist of what I'm trying to say. So, I'll do a quick tweet before I get started. finish clearing off the tools at least. I have no clue though where my dustpan is. This shop has gotten really out of control. But I mean, it's a functional shop at this point. Every single day I'm in here. So it was a little bit easier to keep it clean when I was only doing it some of the time. But now that I'm out here all the time, it's a little bit trickier. Does anyone know on the turning sandpaper, is that something I can buy individual rolls of rather than having to buy the 5-pack? Because I'm thinking, because I'm doing these acrylic blanks, that I'm using more of the 400 and 600 grit than I am the lower grits. So I'm probably just blowing through it. Well, there's some tamarind on the floor that almost got swept up and thrown away. Who am I kidding? I don't know where my dustpan is. Ugh. Gosh darn it. I gotta find that. That is my next mission. Find the dustpan. We're going for those real shop vibes here, guys. But in theory, if we do a little bit of this every once in a while, we might actually be able to keep track of the stuff rather than having to look for it all the time. Woo-hoo. Victory! I'll probably, once I sweep all this up, pull this bag out, fill it with there's a guitar string for putting grooves and stuff. But after this, I'll probably go ahead and pull this bag and fill it up with all that scrap over by the chop saw. What's up, Natalie? Thank you, Weber. Appreciate you, man. Last night was a good turning Tuesday. The only thing I didn't like about it was crawling around on the floor looking for my blank. That part kind of sucked, but that's my own fault for being an idiot and not cleaning the shop. So we'll get slightly caught up on that today, and then we'll make a new mess. Shouldn't take much more. I'm almost done sweeping. There's not a whole lot of floor out here to sweep, so when you don't, it just starts getting like 3-4 inches deep. Although pretty soon I'm also going to run my planer. I don't have a dust collector to hook it up to. So that's going to be loads of fun. That'll make a huge mess. But I'm going to try to glue up a bowl blank out of a cedar fence picket. I'm just curious how it'll work out. So I'm going to give it a shot. I think that'd be a fun way to affordably practice bowls. I think that's part of why I'm doing so many pens, is it's enough semi-affordable hobby if you're Not dumb like I am. But if you stuck to like slimline kits and only did those and ordered like a bunch of them off Temu, didn't do them every day, you could make a shit ton of them before you spend $100, even with wood and all that. Once you're set up, that is. Once you have a lathe, a mandrel, something to drill them with, cut them, then you're good to go. Especially if you mill your own material. Like if you start buying like a board foot of each wood you want to use, and then just cut that up, you'd have pen blanks for years. I've been tempted to try to sell pen blanks. It probably would, I don't know. It wouldn't be expensive to ship. What's up, Ken? Especially because I want to do, in fact, I might do that today too. I got to quit coming up with shit for myself to do, but I might go ahead and make a couple things. I want to make a pen display rack, something like kind of curved. They all kind of fan out. That way, on turn Tuesdays, you guys have an easier time spotting which ones you want, and she can wood burn the numbers in front of it. But what I was starting to say is I want to take and make a blank, basically glue up 2 pieces, cut it in half, flip that, glue that down, and it'll be walnut maple. So when you flip that, then you'll have 4 quarters. And then I want to drill that out like you're going to make it a pen blank and slice it into little slices like that and rotate each one just slightly as you assemble it back on the tube. What's that?
Just checking on your mirror progress.
I almost have room to make a mirror.
Okay.
I have to clean up. I'm sorry.
You're fine. I just started the laundry.
Okay. I love you.
Clothes that were in that basket in the laundry room, so we have 2 baskets.
Okay.
Because I'm going crazy having to carry it in my arm.
Sounds good. I love you. I told you I have to make this today. It's got to be done. How are you, Trevor? Natalie, you guys having a good day? So if you just joined, I did some research after I got off live on how you're supposed to assemble those click pen kits. And apparently, pen, don't ever put pressure on that mechanism on the bottom. In hindsight, hearing myself say that, I feel like that's something I should have known. I kind of did because I was like, I'm not using the mallet on these, but I probably should have known not to press on it either. So what you're supposed to do is take something like this that you already have a hole drilled in, put that over the end of the pen, and then you can press it together. And that way it's just pressing on the outer part, not the mechanism itself.
Can I have your speaker?
If you can find it.
Mine's dead, and until it gets some battery, it won't fucking plug even while on the charger. Yeah.
I think my speaker might be inside because I don't see it.
Oh, God damn it.
Sorry.
Follow my leg.
Got a pile of pen blanks that have just been all over the shop.
My can definitely didn't stick this time because I had to put so much calamine lotion all over my legs.
Yeah. How many? How often do you guys clean your shop?
Some of them are gonna say every day.
Are you good about it? Do you like clean up every time you work in it, or are there times you jump from one project to the next without cleaning up?
Are you on live?
Yeah.
Well, I'll get you distracted by it.
I don't. I'm fine.
Because you have all day tomorrow too.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean.
But no, there's a lot of other stuff I want to get done today too out here. So
So EJ,
I'm gonna stay focused. I'm gonna get the shop clean, and then get to work.
maybe I'll take that one inside with me
There
and
you
try
go.
to listen to music on it. It's gonna be loud enough.
Probably not. But
Probably not for my liking.
you can give it a shot. You want that glass bowl?
Yeah.
In your cup.
Oh, this can stay out here. It's gonna be yours now. I mean, I'll take it in if you want me to, but
Yeah. I probably will get some gallon jugs.
you're taking that. I'm not taking it.
Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna use that. Sorry.
You're taking it.
Well, I'll probably get like a gallon jug, so I don't have to keep going inside and get my own dish soap to keep out here. All right, I think I got enough of the trash picked up now that I can just go ahead. I can't blame her for this. I would love to, but this is not her fault. All right. Let's put away our sanding sponges for now. It's looking a lot better. It's not as crazy in here. Pretty soon I'll be able to actually work. But if you guys, Trevor, you've been watching me for a really long time. You remember the way the shop used to be. It was really bad. Although I would argue I've created more of a mess, even though I organized the mess. There's more stuff to be a mess. But I do like my bins here. I didn't know what I was going to use them for when I made them. But having the pen blanks, the kits, the rest of the turning gear, painting supplies.
Andrew,
Yeah,
I almost made the biggest dog mom mistake ever.
what's that?
I left the pantry wide open when I came out here. I came in here and both of them are standing in the pantry sniffing food.
I'm sure.
I just came in and the second I walked in, I went, get out of my pantry! And instantly they were sitting down looking at me like, oh, mom's pissed.
We fucked up. I love you. Yeah, look at it. It's not too bad now. We're getting there. Got one can of soda I'm drinking out of and one for later. I didn't used to drink a lot of soda, but I have been lately. Isn't that the worst though? Like when you have that, should I clean before I do the finish? Yes. The answer is yes. Or should I try not to disturb anything? I hate that. All right. almost done, guys. And then we'll get started building. Although I've probably bored everyone to death. Got a few more things to clear off the table saw. I don't even need the full surface. These make nice paint sticks. I don't think I'm going to throw these away. Upcycle. Isn't that what they call that? All right, y'all. Let's get after it. Got a lot to do. First things first. I'm the realist. If you know, you know. Let's real quick. One last thing we're gonna do for cleanup, because I don't even have anywhere to pile the scrap as I cut it right now. We're gonna dump this bag, and then we're gonna fill up all that scrap into this bin. Then hopefully I'll have a fire tonight. Get rid of some of it. All right, let's do that. Here we go. Let me show you guys this pile. This is the monstrosity. I'm just getting to the point, though, where I'm getting so much better about scrap. I think part of it is most of what I'm working with is cedar. So, and cedar fence pickets at that for the most part. So most of the scrap could be replaced for less than it's like literally just a fucking mountain of it. And it's not even like big pieces. Some of it is, but I don't need to save this. I need to just burn this shit and get rid of it so I have more room to work. It's so hard to be like that, though. When I worked at Cedars Trostel, I drug home nice hardwoods all the time. Some of what they would consider scrap was decent sized. So I would drag all that shit home. Before you knew it, I had like a semi-load worth of scrap in my basement. And when we moved, I couldn't even take it all. There was so much of it. But it was not a positive situation. So I'm trying to be better about that. Lately, I think it's just been, I've been busy just trying to crank stuff out. I think I am going to throw away the little wheels, the little cutoffs. What's up, Uncommon? See, most of my cleaning does take place when I lose something. I will say that. So often that I'm just like, shit, where did I put that? And I guess that's not to say if I need a piece and I haven't burned through this that I couldn't go digging through this bin. It's just at least not going to be on my workbench. I do need to start burning my way through all this crap. This literally is full. The entire trash can. That is fucking ridiculous. Come on, man. Do better. These we're just going to throw away. I need to find my benchtop brush. I don't know what I did with it. Originally, that spray paint rack I made was going to be twice as large, but I did not quite make it through all that. One more pile and then we're good. Okie dokie. Pile that junk there. Put the stain back. All right, check this out. Little bin sitting on top there. If that's not ridiculous, I don't know what is. Still don't know where my brush went though. I also do that too, Trevor. I will end up waiting to clean until I should be working. Like right now, I probably should have been working, but honestly, I couldn't have. I had shit on the table saw, on the chop saw bench. Like I had no room to work. But we're good to go. The only other thing I have to do is I got to go get those mirrors so I can get accurate measurements off of those. Let me go grab those mirrors. All right. So we're building 2 trellises, utilizing 4 of these mirrors from Walmart. Should be interesting. Should be way easier than the way I first designed it. The first way I designed it, I did not feel very confident in it. I was like, I don't know. I gave up on it partway through. So. Let's see, how do I load this blade in here? I picked up a new. I could not find my knife last time when I cut the back off these. So I picked up a new DeWalt or DeWalt, however you want to say it. Little knife. Anyway, let's get started. New piles of trash. Woohoo! Drop this blade down and run these mirrors the other direction. We're gonna have to put a fan on. It is getting hot out here already. Tomorrow I'm going to attempt to do a flag in one day. I've got a charity event. One of the customers who bought a flag and a pen from me is a big part of a charity. Realities for Children. They do a big poker ride here, and he wants me to donate one to the silent auction there. So I'm gonna try to do that tomorrow. Part of the reason why finishing this is so critical today. Because I cannot work on anything else until I get these done. Can't turn pens, I can't do nothing. You just have to get that. Ugh. So, the way I disassembled these last time, the goal is to get them out of the frame. Is I just run the knife along the edge there, right up to the frame, and then we will go along and pull that edge off once we're cut all the way around it. Use some sort of silicone, or I'm not really sure what it is, but it almost looks like hot glue, but I doubt they're using hot glue to put these together. Although they are super flimsy. I've broken a couple of these. Got one more side to go here. Squirrely. It's almost easiest if you put your knife at an angle going at it, so you're not going up and over the frame when you hit a bead. Some of those beads are kicking me up on top of it. If you're not getting your knife underneath it. There's probably an easier way to do this. If y'all know, throw it in the comments. I'm always down to learn. I feel like one of the biggest benefits of watching my channel is that you're not just learning from what I do know, you're learning from what I don't know. Like that pen last night. Like, didn't already know that. Don't put any pressure on that mechanism. I feel stupid saying that. But that small and delicate. Probably don't put under a load. One side off without breaking it. Two sides. It'll sound like you're breaking it. So that one was successful. I think we're gonna want to check and kind of run along the edge here, try to take off any remaining bead that's gonna make that thicker in different spots than the rest of it. It does not seem to want to have very well. There we go. I wouldn't worry about getting every little speck off, just anywhere where there's like a big bulge. Like, if you look here, motherfucker, is this mirror broken? No? That's good. It looks like it is on the underside. Oh, it's blue. It actually appears like it's easier to just kind of roll with your fingers and it comes right off. So let's try that. Maybe if we peel this backer off. My fear with taking the backer off, though, although it was so loose on the end, I didn't really have a choice there, is that this is going to be consistently removing on the back, killing any sticker. Although this part is going up against the fence, so at the end of the day, no one's going to really see the back of this. Although I'll probably find a way to get this off. But it does at least come off the edges, which is the important part, so you can actually see all the big globs of blue. Yeah, don't try to cut this stuff off like I was doing. Just kind of roll it off with your fingers. It'll work better. Well, on some of it. The very end, I might have to do that way. Go. Sweet. A little bit over here. All right. We got one ready to go. Oh, it's on the front side too, dang it. Not expecting that. Again, this is going to be covered at the very edge of it, so it doesn't have to be perfect. You just don't want major inconsistencies in the thickness. Because then it won't suppose you probably could just go buy pre-made hair, but these were like $6, so pretty good deal. Let's go. Heck yeah, Brian. As soon as I'm done, I will go check that out, dude. That's sweet. Is that of the pin you sent me a picture of? This is terrifying. I hate doing this. Don't be ghetto like me, just buy mirrors. See, that's actually stuck down on there. The more I'm thinking about the stuff on the edge, so minimal. It might be 32nd of an inch extra. Maybe a 16. Not even. It's gotta be less. But anyway, it's so minimal, I don't think it's actually gonna affect the makeup. No. I think we can keep that. I think we're good to go. I'm just gonna leave it. One thing I'm gonna do is remove mounting hardware back here. Flip that over, keep rolling. Oh, this one didn't even get cut. It's like popping away. Not the greatest frames in the world. One of these I took apart had like 2 dabs of glue holding the whole thing together. rubber snaps. Oh wow. That's better than all the others. Came off in one piece. Whoa, what'd I do? There we go. Slide this over and get this last one. Take it apart. As far as little knives go, this is not a bad one. I don't know if that's better or worse than any others, but it's a DWHT 10990. That probably was not good. I'm a little terrified to look at it. So I'm just going to keep taking the back off and we'll see how it turned out. Sylvia, did you see Brian uploaded the video? Alright, we're good. It did not break. Woohoo! Made it through all four without breaking them. Now, real quick, I'm going to throw all this shit away. Alright. So now, need my tape. It happens. All good. Did you do a long form or is it a short, Brian? We're going to call these 12 inches. They're like 11, 15, and 32nd on top of that. But we'll go with 12, make math simple. So we need 3 pieces. They're going to be either 48 and that 48, we need 3 of those because there's going to be an outside, a middle, Those 48s also need 1 inch added on each. So that's going to be another. My brain is not working. Why is my brain not working? 50. Good Lord, Andrew. For sure. You'll find that people's attention span. Don't get me wrong, I do shit like this where I drag stuff out forever on a live. But people's attention span is really short. So, especially if you ever do shorts, keep them as short as humanly possible. The 3-minute ones are harder to get people to watch. Unless you really have something of substance to offer them. Alright, so 3 pieces at 50. And then from there, what we're going to do, I want the mirror to be supported all the way along the length this way from the front and back. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to run just a small channel on those pieces, 1 inch wide pieces. I think on that, go with a 1/2 inch. We're going to do that on all 4 edges, so total. We're going to subtract 2 inches for what the mirror is going into. And we've got 2 mirrors at 12, so that's 24, plus 3 inches, 1 inch for each strip. That puts us at 27, minus the 2 inches for the 1/2 inch on each mirror, on each side. What was I at? 27? Yeah, 27. So 25 inches is how wide we're going to cut these pieces. I should probably write some of them down. Alright, so we're going to use our workbench top as a note taker. So 3 pieces times 50. And then we're going to have 2 pieces times, what did I just say, 25. It's kind of odd dimensions. And then we're going to times that by 2 on the number of parts, so, because we've got to make 2, so we're going to make 6 at 50. And 4 at 25. All right. We got our game plan. Let's go ahead and knock it out. Well, wait a minute. Nope, that math doesn't work. So, I can't do a 1/2 inch strip or a 1/2 inch indentation on a 1 inch strip on both sides. If I do that, the board's just thinner. Need something left in the middle, preferably a 1/2 inch. So we're going to have to make that 1.5 inches. So we're literally just adding a 1/2 inch. So we'll make those 25.5. What's up, Eric? How's it going? Finally knocking out these beard trellises. So, let's get these off the saw. I hate moving these around. Every time I move them, I'm like, I'm going to break these. I took this project because I thought it would be a fun one, but in hindsight, I hated every minute of it. All right. So let's do some math real quick, just to figure out how many 1-inch strips we need to rip. So those are 72-inch long strips. So for the 6 at 50 inches, we're going to end up needing 6 full strips. For the 25 and a half, we're going to end up needing, let's see, 50, and we're only going to be able to get 2 out of each. So we'll need 2 strips for that. And then we'll figure out later how many we need for the, what's going on, Mohawk? I took a long pause from them for like a week. I got really frustrated with it. It was not what the person ordered and what I understood they wanted were 2 completely different things. So I let them know when we changed the plan that I had a couple other projects that needed to get done. And I worked on those and got those. And now I need to get this one done, get it delivered. So anyway, I'm going to get out there. Ooh, I found the pencil and the lighter. Probably my least favorite part of this whole project, these need painted. But I'm thinking the way I'm going to do it this time, I'm just going to spray it. I've got the disposable cans for my sprayer, and I'm just going to tape a tarp up, put one down on the floor, and just spray the shit out of it. Should be easier than hand painting every part. That way I can fully finish it. Nicer. Where? You missed some cool pens last night, man. Did you get a chance to check those out, Eric? These were straight enough, I didn't need to run across the joint. Let's see if they still are. Looks like they are. Looks like we also got some like odd, uneven drying going on. Probably it's not good. Hopefully when I cut these, they don't go. Wow. I almost forgot. I need to remember only 4 of those 50-inch pieces are going to be in one. So I need 6 1-inch strips and 2 1.5-inch strips. There's still some of that batch of pickets that I got from Depot the other day and I was so happy with. It is a good shape. Yeah, that's all we need of those. Now we're going to switch to the 1.5 inch. Eric. All right. Sweet yield on that. So far we're going to be for the frame of the 2 pickets into it. All right, so before I cut these to length, I'm going to go ahead . What's up, Mike? How you doing? What type of clock did you do, Eric? So I'm going to say before I do this, I do not know that this is the safest way of doing this. Don't try this at home. Or if you do it at your own risk. I do not encourage you to cut your fingers off. Should be good. I mean, it's down there. Should be good. We're good. Send it. Oh, God damn it, Andrew. I need to adjust the blade height to a 1/2 inch. At least I remember before I cut all the way through the stick. Okay, so we're gonna adjust that, then we'll run it. Okay, right now we're setting 3/4, so that extra 1/2 inch we added would not have done anything for us. Go. Good. Put it partway in, pull it off, and check it. There goes just a hair up. There we go. That's dead on. Nailing these is going to be so terrifying. I suppose if you wanted a safer way of doing this, use your router table or even your router with an edge guide and run it that way. I probably would be safer than the way I'm doing this. But if you pay attention to what you're doing, you're not over relaxed about how you're using your tools, most of the time you're going to be okay. Just be smart. Don't be stupid. This wood guy. I did forget I was going to put a piece on the back of it to kind of sandwich them. But I'm going to cut 2 more of these. fuzz over that with the sander, and I'll get all those loose little pieces off. But that's the general idea of it. Once I go over it with sander, that'll all be nice and clean and straight edge. So we'll sandwich the mirror. That's perfect depth. So the other ones I don't need to cut the channels on. So anyway, there's one down. Put the bow that way. Are you watching this to make sure I'm working on this, Sylvia? If you're doing this, you just want to keep pressure right there and down. Might just rerun that other stick through the saw one more time. Clean it up. I might be getting my strong end package. I think they're here, guys. There we go, man. Got him, boys. Okay, we're getting sidetracked for a minute.
Okay, sidetrack to open and look at it, but not to turn any
Wait,
heads.
if you don't want to be on camera, don't want you to shut.
Give me a phone. You don't have it.
Yeah, that's
So you don't have any, I was guessing.
I've been waiting for these. Alright. See what we got. PKS4. Are these the standard? Or are these? These appear to be gunmetal. That's just a normal pin kit. And those were super cheap. The slimline, like I think $1.38. There's those. I'll have to count those, make sure I got them all. And here is a whole baggie. This must be some like collab. PKS5CH. That one's, it looks like a slim line with a little bit of a black on the front. This is the one I was really curious about because these are the ones I didn't pick up. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I think that one might be PKSL7. We got one of their bolt actions in gold. Two, silver. Yeah. 3 bushings. Another 7. Got another silver bolt action. We got some more bolt actions coming your way. And 2 black. And then another 5. No. PKT S3G. Those ones are my gold stylus kits that I picked up from ordering. I'm so stoked right now, guys. PKTSRG. Oh, rose gold. I don't know if I like the rose gold. And like after I ordered them, I was like, ugh. But Sylvia says she likes them. They'll make some cool ones. But those are going to be styluses as well. So we've got 20 stylus kits. And then what do we got here? PKS4G. These appear to be more of the gold. Oh, the first ones were silver. So I've got silver and gold, both 10 of each of those. Not a bad little lot.
Put them away after you're done there, and no pen turning.
Been told no pen turning. Seed, and then coupled up little. Heck yeah! All right, let's get this project done. So tonight we can turn some pens. So the reason I went with the table saw, Eric, is it's just so much quicker and easier on setup. Like seconds rather than, you know. Get those back in there. got 7mm bushings. Some sort of specific bushing. And some other specific bushing. Heck yeah. Put all these away. Get back to the build. So we will not be running out of kits anytime soon. But as I was doing, I was like, this is probably not the safest way to show people how to do this. I probably should at least tell them not to, as I do it. Do what I say, not what I do. It's hard to get these back in here. Again, do you know how many drugs I can deal with the amount of baggies I just got? I just need a scale. It's on like Donkey Kong. These gas prices. Let's go. All right, back to the project. Might take a couple drags before I do. Catch up on the chat. Oh. All right. So we need to cut 2 more 1.5 inch strips. And then after that, let's see. Probably assemble the frame. I won't put the mirrors in it yet. Then we'll cut all of our diagonal pieces, get that all nailed together. Once the whole thing's nailed together, then we'll spray paint it, and then we'll put it together on the back after everything's been put together. That's my plan. What I might do is I might also cut some bottom channels and top channels so it's completely encased all the way around. I'll just have to nail a secondary strip onto the back. I'll have to show you guys here in a second. Got to plug in. My phone's dying already. How are you today, Uncommon? We need to do some sort of something with that down there. We need to build a stand for that. I know. I'm like on the outskirts of the garage, right on the edge here. I'm not really even in it. So, should be good. Hopefully this is not our landlord though. Well, I hope you feel better. All right, let's get back to work. Enough goofing around. I like how Sylvia knew immediately, though, that I was going to pause and look at that. All right. We got 2 center channels. Oh, let me flip you around. Got our 2 center channels. Let's go ahead and move this back. We'll cut 2 more strips at 1.5 inches. Maybe we'll sneak in a few cuts for some wings. No, we'll just finish the project we're supposed to be working on. Am I the only one that does that? Just goes nuts for. I think this was one of my boards for. And do I have a different one? I had picked out a couple of these to make a bowl out of. Let's use this one. So I think it's those 3. My goggles up. Perfectly. All right, let's get these. Move these out of the way, go over to the chop saw, cut all this to length, and then we'll nail it all together. This will not fit on my normal jig that I use for making these. This is going to have to be free-handed. But I've done some of those. I've actually done a decent amount this year. I've done more custom trellises than anything. I think custom projects is kind of the way to go. It makes it more challenging. Sometimes it doesn't work out, like this project, for instance. But expands your skills anyway. All right. So, 25. Let's turn you guys around here. Square our end up. Sharpen this pencil. Probably well after this one. Yeah, let's sharpen this pencil up real quick. There we go. Just got a message saying that my package got here. Good thing I don't live in the ghetto. I'm highly disappointed with a Porch Pirate Bee if they got come with my package though, and it was pen kits. They're like, what the fuck is this? Zoe, when will those brownies be done? I don't think she's watching anymore. I think she abandoned me. Jake break on the saw. Yeah, it's a little one of the major shop improvements I want to make eventually is getting a nice miter gauge for the table saw. So obviously these longer 50-inch pieces I'm not going to cut on the table saw, but for the pieces that I'm going to do a little bit later, it'd be perfect. A nice miter gauge, and just run those through the table saw. It's so much quieter. And I feel like it'd be more accurate overall. So someday we'll get ourselves a nice miter gauge to speed up this process. And someday I'll replace old Bessie here. It's hard to justify. It's hard to justify buying a new one though, when this one is working. You know what I mean? They're not cheap. This is a great saw. Cut all of these pieces down. These do not get legs. These are being attached to a fence. Don't worry though, we only have 3 more cuts to go, Hutch, if you're still here. seems like it cleans up. You can just run your fingernail over it. It's very barely missing a few spots. So, Hutch, you're from Fort Collins originally, right? Or at least at some point in time you lived in Fort Collins? You're originally from Fort Collins, or at least lived in Fort Collins for a while, right? That strong ink order came in while I don't think you were here yet. I got the strong ink order, so we're going to be able to. I've got more bolt actions now. Oh, okay. I was going to see if you knew much about Sterling, Colorado. It's where my family's from. We moved to Fort Collins when I was 3, but recently I've been thinking about going back. My parents are out in Sidney, Nebraska. I'd like to be closer to them. So, I don't know. It was both. I got it all in one package. So I got the 40 kits that I ordered, and then I got the, whatever you call it, pack, collab pack. I believe it was 12 days from when I placed the order. Or maybe 13, because I think the tracking shows 12 days, and it was the day before they even shipped it. So we're at about 13 days, almost 2 weeks. But I mean, that is what it is. I'm not upset about that. That's not terrible. Because they are similar. They're like, they even have Chinese text on the bags. So they're definitely a direct Chinese source. It's driving me nuts though, because the tracking is goofy. It came from GoFo. It's one of the places that handles a lot of the Temu. So yes, I did. So if you're assembling a click pen, and I feel really dumb for not thinking of this already, but you can't put any pressure on that little mechanism at the top, the actual clicking part. You need to use something like this, stick that over the hole, the button piece, and then it'll allow you to press on just the outer side when you press it together. When I went to try to disassemble it, I poked it up and it was working for like 15, 20 clicks, but then it went right back to the way it was. So I'm going to have to, I did already pick up a new kit, so I'll disassemble it and throw it on that and we should be good. But yeah, if you're going to do a click pin, make sure you don't press on the mechanism. Use a little something with a hole drilled in it so you're not pressing on that. I'm going to air up the compressor. While I do, I'll take you guys out there real quick. Get you a little bit out of the noise. It is hot, but pink lavender. So is she wanting that in like a swirl? Or is she wanting pink and lavender separately? I think I want to use one of those bolt action kits to make the click pin. Yeah, that one was a Woodcraft one. One of the Wall Street lines. Okay. On anyone's Discord where I could, or are you on Discord where I could call you on there, do a video call, or do you have Google? I could video call you on that when I go to Woodcraft, or do you want me to just pick something? Oh, I've got so much work to do. Look at that. I won't even show you the backyard. For sure. And is that the one that you're wanting to do the semicolon? All right. Should have some pressure now. Not quite. Give it another minute or two. It's slow. It's old. Okay. And you're wanting to do that instead of the lever action, or were you wanting to do that in combination with the lever action? Were those two separate pins for the same person? Ah, got sawdust in my eye. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Oh my goodness, my eye. That's driving me crazy. I'm gonna go rinse that eye out. I'll be right back. Oh. Be right back. Let me go rinse my eye out. Give me like 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. If anyone's still here. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't think it was from the one cut I made without the goggles. I think it was when I did the here, let's turn this around so you guys can see the layout. I think it's just the fan running and all the residual dust in the air. So we're gonna put these bad boys back on. All right. Of course, I leaned a stack of lumber up against. Nail gun. Nails. Let's get our glue bottle. Alright. Assembly time. Partial assembly. We'll go from there. I did not do this right. There's a groove on these, I also gotta have it on this, which I can do. I'm not gonna lose any parts to this or have to recut anything, but I do have to bring my fence back over and put a 1/2 inch rabbit on that. Oh, my eyes. You're killing me. And I will have to adjust my measurement. So I might have ended up messing up some of those pieces on the cross members. In theory, it should be going smaller. So they should just go down to 24.5. Yeah, that's right. We'll be good. This could be a little bit sketchier cut because this is a 1-inch strip rather than the 1.5 we were cutting earlier on it. But should still be able to get this done safely. Keyword there being should. We shall see. Another thing we can do, since these aren't fully equal, all the way throughout, so I didn't run with the planer. We move over just a little bit after we make that first pass, clean that up too. This picket seems to be a more consistent width throughout. Bump this over just a hair. So now it's a hardly move at all. Just clean up that edge a little bit. I would almost have needed this last one. So mad at my dog. She stole the last 2 slices of leftover pizza. Right. Who's this back? Drop that blade. And we need to recut those down to 24 and a half. These are going to have to go facing down. Yeah, that means I gotta move the mirrors again. I don't have a good place to set these mirrors other than the 2 main work surfaces. Where did my pencil go? I need to think about this line real quick. My mirrors are 12. It's a span over each end of this, so add 1 inch because we just put a 1/2 inch rabbet on them. And then from there, in the middle, we have a 1/2 inch, so we need to add a 1/2 inch. So they should be 25 inches, right? Yeah, so they're actually right the way they are. Let's start it. Ay, ay, ay. There's not a way I could assemble this down. So I can like put the mirrors in it and make sure that before I nail all the parts. Yeah, let's test fit the mirrors in there. Lay the pieces over it. That's actually going to be the back of it. But what we can do, I think I'll put this piece here. And those mirrors should be keeping it square, so I'm not too worried about square right now. I'll tack this on. And I'll slide the mirror down this way. Actually, I can probably take the mirrors out at that point. That, take them out now. That'll fit just fine. We did it right. Yeah, that fits perfectly over on one on bottom. Sweet. Perfect. Alright. Where did I put my nail gun in that debacle? Actually, third change of plans. We're going to nail this. Then, once this is nailed, flip it over, put the mirrors in it, and nail the center piece in place. Okay, I don't get that off center at all by chance. No sense in taking a chance on that. What's up, Dan? How you doing? We're making some mirrored trellises. Oh, I didn't glue there. No glue there. Not yet. Once I get this whole frame laid out, the rest of this should go super quick, like every other one of these. I could probably nail this on like this. Make sure the other one fits. Finally tack all this together and move on. actually going to install these yet, though. Spray all this. Customer wants it black. I'll take that mounting carpet off. Let's tack these in place. All right. So now we can put this over, measure our parts for the chevron pattern, cut those, nail all that together, then we'll spray it with mirrors in it. I'm going to pop a few through on this side too, just to make sure. We got a nice sturdy frame. Okay. So now, how do we do this? I gotta find a place to put these mirrors. I'm gonna attempt to lean them up over here at a router table. Now let's take, we got some 1-inch strips over here. Now we're going to cut 45. Bring this over here. Line it up off that edge. Go over here to the center, which normally I just eyeball this, but with this being a dimension and a half, mark this. I don't know exactly where that's going to land. I'm going to run it the whole thing. you're going to keep your angle going. It's going to be a long point to short point cut. So flip that over and we'll cut it like that. Go. Now we'll just duplicate that, check it, and start nailing it. I will have to cut some more 1-inch strips here in a second, though. But we'll set up a stop block on the chop saw and knock out all these pieces all at once. See how that fits. No, that was not right. That was way too free. How did they get that far too short? There's no way to make that. Ay, ay. I need to go eat. That's the biggest thing right now. 12 3/4. 12 3/4. Why is this piece like cut too short? No, they're identical. Let's try again. If they're close, you can usually kind of manipulate the frame just a little bit to make it work, but that's not even close. Should work. If nothing else, at least these will be too long. Struggle busting, guys. Need food. There we go. Move over. Oh, it's driving nuts, guys. I'm gonna go get some food, regroup, come back to this. I'm struggle busting. I'm sure you guys see that. And I will see you later. Thank you for watching, and should be back in like 45 minutes to an hour. So I'll see you guys soon. Later.